Despite my unquestionably successful utilization of the dream analyzer, I cannot deny that one unfortunate case continues harassing my mind. That singular failure of my early career could be easily dismissed as a random fluke, a necessary statistical derivation from the norm. All the rational reasoning insists that I forget of it and move on in experimentation, in search of perfecting both the machine and the method. Yet my own dreams insist otherwise. Every night they return to me, daunting about that haunting day when the freckled, red-clad lady in equally red dark ponytail called me in depressive distress. That midnight I accepted the call, her call for help, and arranged the usual procedure, which ultimately went fine, so annoyingly, mockingly fine. Does the fault lie in my interpretation of the data? I'm still in search for answer to that question. The data sheets from that night remain resting in my locker. I haven't touched them in years. There is no point. I examined it all to thorough exhaustion at the time. There's nothing more to see, nothing more that could have eluded my eye. It was perfect. The machine's work was perfect, and the data was clear. Not first, of course, but after the usual rounds of analysis and distillation, the question became manifest. It made little sense to me, but then again, the dream reports rarely do, as the dreams of man are so laden with subjective noise that they only hold meaning for the dreamer. Indeed, as any worthwhile scientist is well aware, it is a fool's errand to try applying rigorous objective measures to sensitive subjective matters. But I digress. I need some time to think. Perhaps, a shot of whiskey will help. Now, where was I? When I presented the newfound question for her, she got calm, unnaturally so. This was not entirely unexpected, but such calmness rarely comes with such clarity, especially after years of pain. All the usual dream imagery, ocean, space, flame, monsters, darkness, none of it swayed her as I explained their significance as to how they pertain to the overall question. Now, I have always believed in being straightforward with patients. After all, honesty holds paramount when dealing with depths of the human mind. However, if I could have foreseen her subsequent actions, would I retain this principle? I cannot tell. Both the question and the answer were her own. I was only the one to deliver them to her. Nevertheless, I can't but help consider her case a failure. Yet I can find no fault anywhere, so it remains a paradox with no solution. But can death be a solution, I sometimes ask myself. The obvious answer should be no, but if the data was perfect, as a machine cannot lie, then the only possible source of error is me, my human nature. More precisely, my interpretation of the data, which I still consider accurate. I am truly at an impasse. I can only state that it is easy to learn from mistakes. But how can one learn from something that was done right?